Hello everybody and welcome for one last time to the Renaissance Cup. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is GrandFinals A-40 versus Nurend. These two are certainly some of the most fearsome players in all of Taiko, and they have met before this very match in A-40 won. So, will A-40 once again get the better of Nurend, or will Nurend fight back and take a badge win of his own? Only time will tell. I'm the host of this tournament, one of your casters for today, Ethan, joined by Youngin.
Almost every match for a couple of weeks, but finally I'll be casting for the grand final match between A-40 and Nurend. I forfeit my cash tournament for this match, technically not, but I'm very happy to be here, and I'm gonna be awesome. Gonna have an awesome time here in the Renaissance Cup between A-40 and Nurend. I think this should be a very good match despite its 11th seed versus the first seed, but it's more like the 1-1 seed versus the number 1 seed. And who will be the winner? The one who have more ones, or the one who is truly the number 1? As we are on to our warm-up for the A-40 warm-up, 284 BPM to start things off.
Indeed. Both of these players have had very different runs throughout this tournament. Nurend, of course, being infamous for his sight read prowess and turning up to most matches with little to no practice with the pool and still destroying. And he's had a bit of a time. He's faced many tough opponents, actually. He has beaten Yanni, right 4, over their hedge, and got kicked into loser's bracket by A-40, but was the only person who has taken points off of A-40 in this entire tournament up until that point. And yeah, just earlier in this week, on Thursday, in fact, played against Eloise, who took him to a 5-7. Ultimately a victory for Nurend, but very close. So A-40 will have some decent information on Nurend going into this match.
Absolutely, we say that Nurend is side reading, but I do believe he actually kind of stopped practicing in quarterfinals. I should say. Some of the earlier matches, I do think he practiced on songs that he likes. Maybe not so much on something like Tiebreaker, but most of the map I can definitely see him practice a bit few times before going into the match, especially the one taking no more forward despite being the side read powers. So I don't exactly think he has been going on a full tournament for any side read, but some of them definitely possibly one of the less practiced players. And A-40 up here being the dominant player for the entire Europe, and kind of the person who has been hiding his improvements, I should say, until you see him in actual tournament play. Some other tournaments, such as like the unbatched tournament, unofficial support tournament, Jot, he's also kind of destroying loads of those, and also some open rank team tournaments, Global Tiger Showdown here, also been showing that a very strong player can pair up to head against some of the Japanese players. Nurend definitely have the highest skill cap here, I should say. However, the mod powers is definitely on A-40. It should be a very interesting match as we see loads of diverse picks throughout the match, like last match on Thursday, where Nurend basically picked every single no mod, and DT and Eloise picking every model pick of the pool.
Yeah, I would expect to see a similar story here as well. But Nurend definitely can't get away with sight reading at this stage in the tournament now. But A-40 has been such a dominant force, and I, for one, was not familiar with their name until they came in and just absolutely started wrecking face. Because until they met Nurend in finals, like I said, they had not lost a single point, and they had faced some tough opponents, the likes of Crix, Spanadude, and Eloise in the earlier rounds. No pushovers, especially all of them probably capable of taking the point, at least in their respective rounds. But yeah, A-40 has been just a monster this tournament, and they're just looking to crown off this tournament with a badge. And I mean, look at this warm-up. There is a 100 between them.
Yeah, it's just 100 between them and 2 finishers, and the 2 finishers are the difference between these two teams with A-40 being the one on ahead because he hits every single finisher, where Nurend, despite the assessing, not hitting 2 finishers on that case. But yeah, looking at the opponents of the first few rounds they face, A-40 definitely has a lot of kind of time. All comes down to because of Nurend facing up, I would say, kind of trolling his seed in the quarterfinals up against some of these rough opponents. Even the first round, he kind of faced up against a DC, which is Yanni FL, but most of the match, it has been an extremely close battle on a lot of the match.
Oh yeah, it's been really fun, and yeah, Nurend, I think he turned up sight red, had one run through, didn't go for a second one. I was just like, yep, I'm done. And SS is his warm up. Doesn't max score as you say, skipped a couple finishes. But damn close.
Pretty strong start here from Nurend. Clearly ready up to destroy his opponents, possibly. And of course, we're gonna be getting to this warm up again. This is the final time we're gonna be seeing this map, and if every time Nurend play his tournament, he always uses this map. It's War Staircase.
Oh yeah, so yeah, this is Nurend's warm. Yeah, so the last one was not Nurend's. That was A-40's. Apologies. This is Nurend's warm up. He's used every single time. For some reason.
It's a meme at this point.
It's a meme. It's a meme at this point.
Alright, no flashlight shenanigans this time. So never will be playing the actual map. Oh, this is a beautiful 40-second.
We've got some ghost tapping from A-40. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze, oh my god.
Oh, A-40 fraud gets 100 on a 2-star map.
My goat washed.
He's washed. Oh my god, look at the single tap. He's making
Nurend
a
can't even
2-star
assess it either.
Oh my god, this map is just so hard. No one assessed the 2-star map.
Oh dear. But there we
Alright,
go.
This is Nurend's warm-up, and Aaron is ready up for this match. This is the real warm of the match. It's like the boss theme. It's Nurend's time. I'm the boss, and that's by BGM. And they'll be into the rows. And yeah, Ben's here probably gonna be something.
Nurend is banning flashlight.
No. Okay, he banned no more for against Eloise, but honestly, in this match, I cannot see I think Nurend should not be banning all the gimmick maps because A-40 also is a really very strong gimmick powers. I think Nurend should be banning something that's more like modded play here. I think 3 mod 1 is a very strong pick for A-40. I think that's probably the best ban, but no, Nurend's still gonna be banning out the gimmick map. No more 4 is gone.
No mod 4. Banned by Nurend.
I don't wanna practice the gimmick map, but I do believe Nurend has been playing very hard on the gimmick maps in the entire tournament, so I'm kind of surprised to see him just like, nah, I'm not gonna deal with it, just gonna ban it out. And A-40 seeing a 2-100 hit play here from Nurend, kind of scared of that from happening ever again. Infinite Rebellion is gonna be banned.
Yeah, that makes sense. But going straight away with the free mod 3, and I would say, yeah, that's definitely what we expected of A-40. He's going to use every mod pick he has at his disposal here, especially with the free mods where he can kind of use his mod advantage to get as many points off Nurend as he can.
Yeah, we should do the predictions here even.
Oh, we should do the predictions. You're right, Youngin.
Okay.
How do I do
and yes, and in 2 minutes, because we're going to be having our first map very quickly here. Free mod 3, the very funny BPM shenanigans free mod as a start of our match here. A custom map by Eliha. 234 BPM mostly, and we have been seeing A-40 destroy most of the free mod, and he is going to be doing
harder
it again.
On 3 mod 3 in GrandFinals. Wow.
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 Yeah, free mod 2 is technically the harder to modern map, but free mod 3 is still hard to add. Even if you put on a singular mod, Nurend gonna be having a solo HD here. Despite being not a practice heavy guy, still has been going on full on hidden for all the free mods against Eloise. So he's gonna be doing again. Did achieve an FC 2 days ago. Let's see, can he do it again?
Off the bat, A-40, like I said, struggled with the accuracy a little bit off the start. Picked up a lot of 100s, which is why accuracy dipped with the double mod advantage coming in to make that lead back up to 10,000 points as he built his accuracy back up into the 99s. Oh, actually getting quite close to Nurend's accuracy now.
Alright, you're gonna see a dips. The spike over here. Woo! Both players hold it on. Some of these BPM changes are not really giving any 100 to A-40. It has been a very impressive play here from A-40. But now this slowdown sessions will be on to another BPM shenanigans situations. We will have some 300 BPM as well. Players have to be careful in or they'll find a break. A-40 does not find any trouble at all and still putting on a 99% right before the chorus start.
That is an ungodly impressive feat from A-40, but we're only halfway through. He's 40,000 points in the lead as his accuracy has now scaled almost a whole percent now ahead of Nurend, who's been dropping a couple 100s here and there and keeps dropping them down now into the low 98s. Not looking good for Nurend as A-40 now 60,000 points in the lead and still holding on to this score.
What is this score? Another speed session here. And A-40 should be fun. And there goes the break from
Nurend with a big miss.
And that's pretty much it. 100,000 point difference. That's basically unrecoverable for Nurend. And A-40, what is he doing? Nurend has to access this map, and he will still lose this map because how dominant 3-mod picks are for A-40. And this is why I was suggesting that Nurend could ban out some of the 3-mod picks, but it shows here 3-mod 3, 98.86 from A-40. Oh my goodness.
This is a ridiculous score from A-40 now, and yeah, there is no recovering this point from Nurend. It's just eyes on A-40 to see if they can close out what will be an incredible score. I don't think there's much left to trip them out on.
Incredible indeed. 98.9 to 1.09 million. Pretty much an unwinnable pick here for Nurend, and that is going to be a first point in favor of A-40 by a huge margin. And now it's Nurend's pick.
No mod 2. Also, don't look at Nurend's 100 count. But yeah, no delay. Going with no mod 2.
Going for Heliosphere. Completely different strategy against Eloise here. Where going up against Eloise, Nurend has been planning first picking all the speed and going for double time and going for hard rock. Well, you can see that he definitely prepared this match. Going for the speed tech map of the pool is what we associate Nurend with. High mechanics, 1618 patterning at 340 BP, basically 340 BPM, OD7, and tech that can be speed abuse, and Nurend is super good at these type of maps. Probably hiding this map against Eloise, as he does have many picks to go with against Eloise, but against A-40, he has to lock in, going for no mod 2 and KK negative custom map. That's our first map for Nurend. First pick for Nurend.
Yeah, indeed. Also, the poll closed, and out of interest, Young, and you know, let me know what you think of this. So 70% of the people who voted think Nurend will win.
I'm gonna get that money, Vandal. We'll see though.
Also, I will say, whilst this
Hopefully
map here starts, thank you to all the people who were cheering bits and whatnot. I can see you all. There was a lot of random bit cheering, so thank you all very much.
Now, I think Spanner did playing in a lot of bits on there. And now here comes, I'll not say the meat of the map just yet, but that is gonna be the first taste here. A-40 will be the first one to find a drop on some of these 1618 patterning. Nurend with a phenomenal start at this map.
Yeah, this is an incredibly strong start from Nurend. A-40's only benefit is that miss was relatively early on in the map, but still pretty That is substantial from them. They would need to see a Nurend miss, but Nurend looks incredibly comfortable going through on this. And another miss from A-40. And yeah, but then this is Nurend's first pick, so just showing his own dominance on his first pick.
Yeah, even these mono patternings are not really catching up. Nurend 172 BPM, 1618 mono, and there is some 340 BPM and more than 400 as well. But Nurend, it's a beast. He doesn't care, and he is still holding on 99.83% in this map. The second half of this map is actually slightly a bit harder, but in general, it's quite consistent. Like, this is pretty much a halfway, and both teams, both players are around 50,000 points difference. 50,000 points mark.
Yeah, and another miss from A-40 there. So yeah, Nurend looking very comfortable on this pick. And A-40, it's not as out of reach as it was for Nurend on the free mod 3, but he's certainly got a lot of work ahead of him in this later half of the map. He's going to struggle to recoup this unless Nurend picks up some big misses of his own.
See a bit more speed tech sections over here, and also some 1x offhand over there. It's going to catch off A-40 again, and again 2 misses in a row. It's unrecoverable from A-40, I do assume. Very dominant first pick for A-40, and now very dominant first pick here for Nurend on No Mod 2, smashing out this pick.
This is another monstrous score here, but this time coming from Nurend. That accuracy is ridiculous if he can hold on to this FC.
And sometimes everyone says full art is a benefit playstyle, but DDKK can also be the absolute monster playstyle. Just look at some of these players. What stuff that they can achieve. 340 BPM mono, nothing whatsoever for Nurend, and it's going to be closing out with a very clean score over here. And don't think A-40's accuracy is even enough to beat this score. Even if he PB, he probably need a huge one to beat Nurend. As we are on a 1-1 pace. Very even pace to start off the match.
Yeah, 8-100's terrifying score. You know what, let me have a look at that UR. 95. Very solid. But yeah, 1-1 between the two players. That's Nurend saying, I am a lucky guy. Okay,
what
buddy.
What does that even mean?
Okay, buddy.
He's
Sure.
a lucky guy.
He is a lucky guy. And A-40 going with free mod 1. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a sensible pick. You really want to kill me that bad, says Nurend. Yes, Nurend, this is a grand finals. I have to. Emoji.
I mean, yeah, this is the pick that I expect Nurend to ban instead of No Mod 4. I can actually see Nurend kinda try a bit on No Mod 4 rather than leaving the free mods open. I mean, it's a grand finals, and I mean, if you want to win the kick, just risk it. Betting out free mod 1, it's definitely would be my take here. But we're gonna be probably seeing another hidden hard rock versus hidden battle here between these two players. This map is actually not too difficult with mods. It's just the mechanics in general are quite hard. It's kind of similar to No Mod 2, but in the sense that they are less mono heavy and are more comfortable in a way for rolling players, but still a low OD in general compared to some of the more free mod 1 picks so far. Not even OD 10.
Yeah, once again, A-40 with the double mod and Nurend with just hidden.
Yeah, Nurend missed against Eloise in this map in the previous match, so. And I assume that he needs an SS to even has a chance up against A-40 in this map, but again, this was quite not lockable compared to free mod 3. We'll see, does it happen to A-40, or else A-40 probably gonna be having a very easy time on this pick. And there comes the first tree.
Yeah, and both players hitting it, although A-40 dropping a fair bit of accuracy, which is keeping us within range for Nurend now. In fact, A-40's accuracy really kind of struggling. They went into this with about a 15,000 point difference, and they'll leave with a less than 7,000, 8,000 point difference between them. So Nurend's still very much in this as long as he doesn't pick up a miss. A-40, yeah, the 100s really coming in thick and fast for them. Below 98, a rare sight for them.
It's gonna be another 100 combo 3 points for A-40. Should be building up back to 20,000 points difference, but right after that we'll be on to the 1-8 sessions where you're going to see some offhand 1-8. It's kind of similar to No More 2, and here it comes the second stream. This is where Nurend missed last time. Can he hold it on? And we're also able to find some weakness in this part.
Off the start, A-40's accuracy looking a lot better than the first stream, but we've only just gotten into this section. Nurend still in the 99s, but A-40 looking a lot more solid on this section. The map is drawing to a close, but it's not out of reach for Nurend. Although I don't think there's really anything left for A-40 to pick up too many misses on.
Yeah, there's nothing left in the map, and I do believe A-40 is going to be clearing out this very safely. Nothing left in the map. Not the best score we expected from A-40, but still above a 1.66 million, and what could you ask for when you're up against a one-mod player over there? 2-1, it's now Nurend's pick.
Yeah, a point is a point at the end of the day, so might not be the best player of all time, but A-40 will take it. And Nurend going with No Mod 5, no hesitation.
No Mod 6.
No Mod 6, I can't read. The numbers 5 and 6 on my screen are so small.
Absolutely, yeah. Not surprised pick here from Nurend. Waiting for the more techie side of things. Last weekend, this is the slot that A-40 bans out. But I would say this week is a bit different. This week is a bit more accuracy oriented and slow SP oriented. I'd say kind of a mix between last week and No More 4 and No More 6. A mix with OD8. Some 1-8, 1-12, and weird snappings throughout the entire map. The BPM is very generous though, and 140 does give a lot more wiggle room to players to react, and I would say cheese through some of the patterns, but still, the OD8 giant bump here does give a lot of trouble for players to act this map. Some of the playtests are even getting 95% FC on this map. So, Nurend got 98% 2 days ago, and I do believe that it's probably enough. As a map as short as this, one singular break could make or break a point.
It could indeed. But yeah, nice little slow start. A-40's accuracy dipping a little bit, but then like I said, not the easiest thing in the world.
This map is quite benefit to players who single tap. Like, if you could single tap this BPM, you can have a lot easier time to act some of these sessions, but still some of these readings here, this mono reading could make you drop a lot.
There's 148 points between them.
Oh no, Nurend
hit but A-40 pushed this on one of the doubles.
Alright, I was gonna say that matters, but unfortunately A-40 missed on nerf break on some of the triplets, very dense triplets, or a lag miss over there, and Nurend's gonna be very much benefit from that.
Yeah, that's going to give Nurend all the advantage he needs just as he reaches combo cap as well. Also, hello to Tart, people. Welcome into Renaissance Cup Grand Finals with A-40 versus Nurend.
Yeah, hi GT, thanks for raiding here. You are in for a very exciting match between two extremely strong players compared to what we saw from Tart. Another break here from A-40, and Nurend is going to be building such a strong lead from this.
Yeah, this is exactly what Nurend wanted, on with another very solid FC, hovering around that 98 margin. And we've still got half of the map left to go. But yeah, A-40 now only 20,000 points behind. It is plenty recoverable, especially with the accuracy. That's what's keeping A-40 in this map for the time being, but they wouldn't... I forgot about the clown section. They both get past the super dense section. But yeah, A-40 needs Nurend to pick up some misses if they want a chance to maybe steal a breakpoint here.
We're gonna see some 112 snappings over here at the end of the patterning or inside the patterning, like that DDK. Both players gonna be making through it. Nurend almost break on that weird section over here, but he keeps on the full combo, and as long as he keeps on the full combo, I do believe he has a point. But such a close map, and the map is gonna be slowing down now from some of these 112 to shake off your accuracy, but I don't think players should be missing on here. So Nurend probably already got this point on his back.
Yeah, this is looking, again, very solid for Nurend, who is holding the mid at 98%, actually, up to like a 98.5. A-40 does still have slightly better accuracy, but it's not actually by much towards the end of this match.
Yeah, really good player from A-40, honestly. Unfortunate miss on that, kind of on nothing. And I would say that probably break his mantle, unfortunately. That's gonna be a solid second point for Nurend, but again, it was extremely close. It could have been anyone's game with how short the map is. Now A-40 still have one free more pick to respawn back with.
Exactly, 2-2. Gotta love keyboard not registering inputs. Unfortunate there for A-40. It did seem a very strange pattern for A-40 to miss on. But, yeah, going with GT1.
Oh, skipping the free more too.
Interesting.
The end.
Maybe keeping it in the back pocket for the minute.
Yeah. Alright. Even, it's time for a hype. It's a battle of Hong Kong.
The battle of Hong Kong.
They are in my battlefield right now, and this is a map. This is definitely a battlefield. It's a stream map for 2 minutes and 50 seconds, and this one has a combine of 2,500 notes. And it's a never-ending stream. It's super good for... It's literally A-40 skill sets, but I can see Nurend do quite well in some of these longer patterns as well. And once you miss in between patterns, and hopefully you don't knock luck for it, but of course... Ooh, this map is... Oh, awesome. A hell and a half.
Yeah, it's tough. Alright. Here we go. First stream underway. A-40 in the advantage with the accuracy. Nurend had a little bit of a wobbly opening to the stream, but stabilized pretty quickly, but is maybe about 4,000 points behind for the time being. A couple more 100s dropping from them. Going too quickly is Nurend. See just very faintly on his UR bar there. Those hits were coming in too early. Oh, but A-40 picks up some misses, but so does Nurend. Nurend trades them. And it's still dead even between the two.
This is such a close map to start things off, but because of how long, how dense this map is, the accuracy plays more of an important part, and because of A-40 holding up back to accuracy in general, I do believe he's going to still take the lead back. And now on to another stream session.
A-40 in the lead, but it's so small. Now only about 2,000 points between the two of them. Couple 100s dropped from both players, but more from Nurend. No more misses at the end of that stream. We're only halfway through, Youngin.
Yeah, last time we saw Nurend play this, already missed a lot of time. Especially there are going to be some weird mono right at this part. Nurend did break it like twice in this section here, but it's not going to be finding a break. Really recovering his mistakes from 2 days ago, and here we go, near even. It's a 900 combo stream. It's the stamina part.
Players will be feeling the nerves and the strain if they haven't already. To get underway, A-40, 9,000 points in the lead because of that incredible accuracy despite the misses. Nurend keeps dropping the occasional 100. He's UR creeping to the left, but the stream is still going.
Yeah, it doesn't stop. It's gonna be keeping like this until the end of the map. And even Red could definitely kill both players, but they are just locked in as strong as ever in the hell of Battle of Hong Kong. And they're keeping it alive, and A-40, I do believe is going to be keeping his lead alive. 30,000 points difference is leading by in terms of accuracy. He's building to 99.5 for the play here from A-40 despite like 4 to 5 misses on that stream. And that's pretty much it.
Oh, but A-40 misses! Is that enough to swing it?
Oh, it's closing in. It's closing in.
The score's closing, but his accuracy is holding him ahead just barely. He can't afford anything else, though. 6,000 points. Oh!
Oh my goodness. That was so close. 12 misses from A-40, but that only 8100s keeps him in the lead. And what a close map.
The nerves from A-40 at that ending would have been to pick up that miss at the very end. I don't know if he has his leaderboard on, but to know that that bit at the ending, what he's about to do, he needs the AC for, because that would have been that a drop like that would have been so easy to mental block and drop couple more misses or some accuracy, but somehow he just only managed to hold on there and keep his nerve just enough to secure the point, but it was shaky, and Nurend going with no mod 5.
Aqua Regia. And that's a Pita 124 song. And if you know this guy, or if you know Mania tournaments, you know a lot of his songs. That song's kind of plays into his tiebreaker mode, in general. I would say in general. So basically, 190 at the start, we got a bit of like offhandy patternings, some 1-6 streams. After that, we're going to be onto the speed sections at 285 BPM. And if you have the speed to play, it's not too difficult. But right after that, we're going to have the last 225 BPM stream sections. There's some bit weird 1-6 that is kind of similar to last week and No More 5. But in general, I would say this map is more like an accuracy pick compared to some of the number one so far where it's definitely a mixing pick because of the high OD in general and the high density in general. I definitely think that who has the better accuracy will take this in the end.
Oh, here we go with another map. 700s dropped from both on this little start, but A-40, ooh, never mind. Dead even, in fact. I was going to say both A-40 in the lead. He is again now by 1/100. Ooh, but there's a couple of misses there from A-40. Recovered masterfully, actually. I don't know how he didn't no-lock on that. I know it's not the fastest stream, but yeah, managed to minimize his losses on that. As now Nurend will take a 10,000 point advantage, but still very early on in the map. But more misses from A-40.
Oh, another tacky sessions here. Kind of making A-40 drop a lot of score before we got to the high stamina pick, and Nurend's gonna be having a very nice head start on the accuracy map, and I would say this is a huge lead in this map. Another 1-6 stream here, both players keeps it on, and now onto more of a stamina session, and I do believe both players should be fine here. We're gonna be having a few 1-6 stream, but I don't think they are too difficult compared to the start.
Yeah, Nurend halfway through this map now, and just enjoying his 25,000 point lead. Yeah, like you say, the sections probably shouldn't trouble a player of his caliber, but never say never. He's not out of reach if he picks up a miss.
This is the speed sections, but alright, after this we're gonna have a BPM slowdown if anyone who is nervous, and they drop a brick here, nothing from both players onto the break, and both players sees their score. A-40 knows that he is behind, and probably behind by at least 2 minutes. He needs Nurend to drop more. However, I would say the second half of the map is definitely easier than the first part. It's now a mental game, right after the mechanics.
Yeah, nerves rising. A-40 back up into 99% with his accuracy. Still only about 25,000 points behind Nurend. One last little bit left.
Oh, we do see Nurend probably did a bit of a misread over there. Drop a bit of accuracy, but A-40 drops a lot more right at some of those 225 speed tech 1-6 stuff. Yeah, it's basically the last part of the map. Nurend just needs to hold on F to take this point. I think he got this in his bag.
Yeah, more misses from A-40, and that will seal the point for Nurend pretty much, as he finishes off yet another FC in style.
Nice
Well
play here
done.
from Nurend,
Yeah.
99.33. But he is kind of running out on some of these techy no-mod stuff.
Yeah, he hasn't got a lot left. And outside of the no mods, yeah, I mean, Free mod 2 still on the cards for A-40 if he feels like pursuing that one. Outside of that, there's a couple DTs. And we have not seen any of the Hard Rocks or Hiddens picked as yet. Or Flashlight. Flashlight remains open, and you sort of think maybe A-40's got that lined up in the bag. Going with Hidden too.
I think A-40 probably will want to exploit more of the
general mods before.
Modern stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't think they want to go for a Flashlight unless they have nothing else they want to go for.
The copyright claim.
It's your time.
Yeah, it's the No, it's the copyright claim. Yeah,
this is also your time.
No, that's Unravel. That's Unravel. We'll get to Unravel.
Okay, sure.
But yeah,
sure.
This, yeah, I uploaded the Eloise Nurend match on my YouTube channel. You should go watch it, by the way, if you missed it. Amazing map. And it got, it was blocked in Russia. So,
yeah, this song kind of get blocked in Russia.
Oh yeah, sorry to Russian people, I guess. You can't. Yeah, like and subscribe to Ethan Tychotris on YouTube for more pods.
Yeah, I don't think it will work on YouTube, but it will work on Twitch if we just keep talking. But yeah, that is your rhythm tech HD of the pool. A lot of like weird rhythms. It's mostly about accuracy, but the second half of the streams kind of bites its player and it's easy to misread them. But in general, this is more of your accuracy pick compared to what we saw on Hidden 1, where Hidden 1 loads more reading and yep.
Yeah. Both players bang on even so far. Traded a couple 100s, both of them. But yeah, holding on very nicely.
Yeah, just like Rafrau just said on Twitch, saying it's the 30-second map. Yeah, I kind of agree. Maybe a bit longer than 30 seconds because of the slowdown sessions as well. I think those are quite decently hard, but it definitely depends on most of these sessions. And this first minute, it's kind of a leadway to what we're going to be seeing in the second half of the map. It is mostly just about accuracy, and both players are doing quite well in that department. And now, it's kind of a slowdown, but I would say the real slowdown happens right after this part, and those are where the misses and accuracy drops come.
Exactly. So far, yeah, both of them on the mid 99% FCs, 2,700 points between the two of them. They're pretty evenly matched on this so far. Got the ghost
right after this
coming
part
from A-40.
Here comes even.
Oh, mean little slowdown. Oh, and it's Nurend who will pick up some misses. I think only one, it looked like, was very clean. Accuracy still in A-40's favour, though, as well. So A-40 will be able to build on this lead.
Yeah, that's the first stiff spike, and does build up a lead for A-40, but he has to hold on even in the second stiff spike. And here it comes, second stiff spike. You just need to hold on an FC.
And Nurend is the one who'll find some more drops. And A-40 will!
Oh
wow! 16,100 FC from A-40 there. A very, very
clean
impressive
play.
FC. Yeah, very, very clean.
That chorus, that final stream, oh my god, A-40 hits that like a champ. 16,100s. Definitely one of the keys to the W over here. Nurend kind of almost the same score as 2 days ago, and these hidden picks, these multi picks are definitely quite A-40 favorite. We'll see what Nurend goes on next. I do believe he still has DT2. It's quite benefit towards Nurend, and probably something like Hard Rock 1 where there are a lot more weird tech stuff, which Nurend did FC, and I kind of say he drops a lot of accuracy in the second half of the map. That time he faced up against Eloise, but in general, I think Hard Rock is a pretty decent shot here for Nurend, and I also do believe DT2 as well, with borderline 99.5% FC from Nurend on 2 days ago as well, and that is an absolutely monster score on Dynasty. And I also have those three picks. I don't know what Nurend wants to go for, but I do believe those two are pretty solid picks. And after those two picks are out, I think Nurend can kind of think of what to go for next. But he's definitely thinking hard about what to go for right now. And there we go, Dynasty.
DT2.
Alright. Alright, we talked about last map being 30 minutes
30
map,
yeah.
30 seconds map, 30 seconds map, and
Yeah.
now we are onto the 6-minute map.
Yeah, this one's gonna take a while, folks. But also, yeah, we're running out of. Well, I'm sure the players will think they're running out of good picks for them, but we haven't seen a breakpoint yet. But if either player of these players wants to avoid a tiebreaker, which, you know, you do, they're gonna have to find. They're gonna have to find some soon.
I do believe the core left in general benefits a little bit more on A-40. The difference between LOE's match is that Nurend does not have all the DD picks free compared to up against LOE's where Nurend in general has the DD picks locked into pick, and he's slowly running out of picks, and that's why he picks DT a lot later, even with the 99.5 borderline FC on last match. This map gets a lot harder in the final 25%, and some of the 1/6 in this map with 284 BPM are just brutal. The map in general does benefit towards, but Nurend shows that playstyle does not matter already in some of the picks, so it's probably gonna be the same.
He's just that good. Yeah.
I do believe
God, a hair between the two of them.
both of these scores should be fantastic from both. This is definitely both players' playground. Now look at these happenings. It's so old style.
It really is. Both players holding on. 3,000 point advantage for A-40 at the moment. But yeah, this is a very long map. 4 minutes of DT. And, yeah, we're barely about, I guess, through the first sort of minute and a half.
What do you see? Technically the period of the map. We have a bit of a 1/6 over there. I'm gonna get a bit more than 1/6 throughout the entire map. And even patterns as well, and especially the second half, right after the 1,000 combo, where the map gets spicy.
As indeed, and there's still only 2,000 points between the two of them.
Alright, this is the first hard part, and these monos, Nurend does not care!
The gap has come down just ever so slightly. Less than 2,000 points now between the two of them. It might very well be 1/100. In fact, A-40 drops one, and that score doesn't exist. There's no gap between them.
I believe Nurend skipped a bit finisher as a DD picker, and that's what the difference will come down to.
There's 100 points.
Oh my god.
And it flicks over to
god,
Nurend. For the first time in this map, the score was flipped over to Nurend, but it is by the thinnest of margins, 400 points. Slow down section.
We'll be onto a break, a sort of a break here for both of these players. But after this, the map does not stop, and where the hardest part of the map, your mental must be staying strong because you've already passed the first 3 minutes.
And it's still 100 points between them!
Oh, this is so high!
But no, this is...
Oh no, with the first and final drop, here comes the finisher sections. Nothing on A-40, he just drop a bit of accuracy on the 1/6. It'll come down to this final 500 combo.
Nurend is still well within grasp here, but he needs A-40 to either drop some 100s or pick up some misses. Or anything come. There's hundreds from A-40! There's nothing between it again! A-40 misses!
And Nurend is now mid definitely, and that's a keep going. And how to drop, it's giving all Nurend the points. Oh my god, these speeds. And A-40 drops on off 100, it comes from this! And that's pretty much it. A-40 and it's gonna be doing another 99 and 5% of this stuff. Oh my goodness. good at speed DT.
My God. Cinema. I have no other words. You're so hyped that my mic actually unplugged itself for a bit and Yonkins was speaking. But, my God.
Oh my God.
A-40, yeah, just running out of stamina there at the very end of the map at the worst possible time when it looked like he just might take a break point. Was literally almost exactly when he ran out of stamina. So, still tied, no break points for 4. Back to A-40's pick, who I will imagine will probably play for a little bit of time here, a little bit of recovery after that map. But my Lord, what an ending to that one. And now it's gone from a best of 13 to a best of 5.
Oh, yeah. I do believe that's all the good picks on Nurend out of the way. I do believe A-42 have some solid stuff yet. I think 3 mod 2, if A-40 able to 1 mod it, I do believe it's a solid pick from them. Everything else just kind of feels like so risky. I think DT3 is also an A-40 favorite, but that's just like ODXDT in general. And if we want to take Nurend for not practicing DT in general, he can try for flashlight. But sometimes Nurend just kind of pops up on the gimmick map and you just don't expect it. And I do believe that's why A-40 is not touching the FL pick.
Yeah, maybe FM2, but he's there. But yeah, maybe he wants to go with one other pick first before going with the anti-mod. He's got both hard rocks, haven't been touched yet. Hidden 1, no mod 1, free mod 2, and he's going with the free mod 2. Gambling time, he says.
It's impactive, and this is the hardest to mod map, free mod in the entire pool. Like, free mod 3 is more like if you put on the mod, it's hard to act, but this map is just hard to read in general. Like, you miss so much if you do not read some of the patterns. This map is a hacking, definitely. It's kind of anti every playstyle map, and the SV it's also not the kindness, and the BPM is high for
anti the game.
It's kind of anti the game.
This is a map that was designed to be not how you should play this game. You should not play this map.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 22 seconds, a lot shorter than previous map, but putting a mod on this is just rough to play. 7.65 star, a lot of finishers,
oh my God, he's double
mono patterning. Oh my God, what is A-40 doing?
What is he doing? When he said gambling, I thought that was gonna be maybe because he couldn't or didn't. That's already a miss. I thought the gamble was that maybe he didn't. He didn't feel like he could mod this very well, but the gamble is the double mod.
Oh, bro, it's so risky about it. We'll see if it work out for A-40. He's doing a lot better in terms of accuracy right after the first break. Nurend also drops a lot of accuracy on some of these slowdown streams, which is very tough for Hidden. It's so easy to just rush in some of the patterns. Look at Nurend's unstable rate bump. He's rushed the first couple of streams and giving A-40 the lead.
But it's not much, and A-40 will pick up more misses, and it switches back to Nurend. More misses as well from A-40, really struggling on this section. Whilst Nurend holds up to a now 30, 40, 50,000 point lead, but Nurend also trades the misses 1/3 of the way through, 40,000 point lead. It's a big lead, but not unrecoverable. And a break. You're a cruel man, Yongin.
I'm sorry.
That's a cruel place for a break.
Yeah, both players sees this score difference, and Nurend doing a steady chip here, 98% with a singular mod, and sometimes a steady chip, it's all it matters. He's keeping the lead. I don't think it's...
For how long?
I don't think it's recoverable for A-40 if Nurend does not find any major mistakes. He definitely needs one more break here from Nurend to give this back the lead. But
but that score
It's
has
like
come
it's
down.
25,000 points.
Yeah, it has come down from nearly 50,000, but there's a miss from A-40. Traded very quickly by Nurend, however, the gap, and more misses following from Nurend. The gap now below 20,000 points, below 15, down to 12,000 points. And that's only going to shrink because A-40 has the double mod advantage. It's below 10.
Oh my god, it's down to now.
It's going to come down to one. It's back to A-40.
Nurend rushing these streams to get back to lead with A-40 and he's keeping it 2,000 points every 3,000 points and he's fitting in because of the accuracy difference and the block difference, but he has to hold the last part. This fight is extremely quick for hidden power to be hold the last stream.
He needs to hold, he absolutely has to. And he does!
Oh my god. Oh my god, that was so close, but A-40 managed to steal back the point. I would say Nurend unfortunately bombed the slowdown sessions and gives back the point to A-40. And that was so close. Oh my god.
The gamble looked like it wasn't going to pay off at the start, but managing to hold on to the finish and just about bringing the point home. 5-4 to A-40, and now over to Nurend. Whew. My god.
I think Hard Roller is the only pick here for Nurend. Like I mentioned, I don't think anything else works too favor towards him. Hidden One is too reading healthy. It's kind of similar to Period to be mod 2. Hard Rock 2, I mean, A-40 kind of assessed last match against Nurend. And DT3, if it wasn't OD8, I think Nurend could have gone for it. Flashlight, he never goes for Flashlight. He has been banning Flashlight in the entire tournament and don't see Nurend going for it. So, only makes sense pick here left is Hard Rock 1. And after it, I think probably Nomad 1 for going for the tech stuff. But even Nomad 1 is kind of uncomfy for both sides.
So yeah, players taking a little break, taking a moment, and Nurend going, yeah, for that Nomad 1. Brave Killer K.
Okay.
Makes
Going
sense. Yeah.
for the tech pick, Nurend get 800k last time playing this, and I don't think A-40 is the most comfy on this map either, so it's just kinda down the game pick here from Nurend. I would just say map by Nana. It's not a custom map despite I have been spamming Chinese. Yeah, spamming Chinese. Kinda Chinese pool to about. Yeah, this is not accuracy based. This is fully combo based, and I'd say anything that fully combo based benefits Nurend in general. However, this map has a lot of very funny 1-6, and I don't think those helps Nurend in the case either. Like one giant DKKKKKK thing, and that has been kind of fighting a lot of the players' ass. So hopefully that does not kill Nurend in that part.
Oh dear.
Alright. Even I need to bring out the caster notes because I forgot which session.
Cool, you bring up the caster notes. Nurend just missed.
Well, that's a start.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think both is gonna FC this because this map is extremely tough to FC. But if we do see any FC, it's gonna be an exciting one.
It will be indeed, but so far only one player is on it, and big miss there from Nurend. Now A-40 in the lead, 30,000 points, and only a quarter of the way through this map. It's not the longest map in the world, it's just shy of 3 minutes long.
Yeah, kind of odd seeing Nurend missing, I would say, twice before the actual devils of the map, and that's not looking a good start here for Nurend, and not even a good spike just yet, and
misses.
He is missing a lot of time already, and that is a huge lead between these two players. And after this, we'll be on to the div spike, and these are the hardest part of the map coming up soon for both sides.
This is just gonna be wondrous.
Yeah, a little break. A-40 halfway through now. Still holding on to this FC, 99.5. But yeah, the toughest parts are still to come.
Now there's one tiny session with 1-3-4-7.
Ooh.
Those are the harder part of the map.
A-40 picks up a miss, but it was a very clean one as well. Still going to hold on to this lead from that insane accuracy.
Alright. He's ready up! Oh
It's
my
Nurend who
god.
find the misses.
Yeah, that pattern is so not really gameplay friendly. And Nurend's gonna be finding another break after it. It seems like the comfy picks are running out for Nurend earlier than A-40.
A-40,
And this might be
looks
it.
in control right now. This will be the first breakpoint of the match, and it is coming at such a crucial time for A-40 if he can hold on to this pick, but unless he falls apart, there's not a lot Nurend can do right now.
Pretty much it. This is honestly a very good performance from A-40. I did not expect some of these scores here achieved by this player, but even some of the techie elements on this map are not really making finds a break. And there goes A-40 finally breaking the ties. Takes up the Brave Killer K pick 6-4.
Wow.
Extremely good position now.
Yeah, very well done. And with that, all of a sudden we find ourselves at break point. Or not break point, match point even. A-40 saying we love keyboard issues. If A-40 is saying that that performance was keyboard issue, oh no, Nurend saying keyboard issues. Unfortunate for Nurend coming at such a crucial moment, because now with that it is A-40's pick. A-40,
Yeah, I think everything other than Hard Rock 1 is A-40 favorite. I do believe Hidden 1 and Hard Rock 2 is a bit too coin flip play for A-40 to go for, but I think the best pick is probably Flashlight here for A-40.
I think so as well, but also Flashlight nerfs to
True.
to win the tournament. Wow.
Yeah, other than Flashlight, I think DT3 is also a good pick. Oh, he's going for Flashlight! Oh no!
So it's all gonna come down to this. At the very end. Yeah.
It's Unravel!
At the very end, we'll have to see who will unravel first. I played at
Unravel
the
the end.
Unravel
Wait,
the
is this
end.
the end?
It's the end. This could be the end.
Foreshadowing? Is this foreshadowing?
The script writers really went crazy with this one.
Yeah, and especially we do have a DND background, a background drew by they analyze the deathmatch posts, log ender or ender, now people as ender. Very cool arts, and this might be a spelling disaster for both sides. Don't know that Nurend actually heavily practiced, because sometimes he just suddenly heavily practice a map, and this could be the map that he spent loads of time on.
Don't worry, folks. I will not sing this one like I did last time.
Yeah. It's not for the content. It's not the content time. The content is the match. A-40 versus Nurend on Unravel, and this is a combo map, combo game map, because it's score V1.
Exactly.
Oh, and with this start too, this chill start.
What a song for this match for this tournament to maybe end on.
You know, this song also ends in OWC, so it could be the same case. We'll see
Damn.
though. Alright, first top part. Right, reaching right to the 100 combo. Some of the dance sessions, both sides assessing this. No problem for both of them. Okay.
I'm so tense. I'm just watching 200 combo for both.
Yeah, this is so scary for both sides. We gotta have a bit of these like patterning swaps. They're not too far, but right after this,
Nurend's the first
having
one
a
to
bit
drop.
gimmick. no problem for both sides. I do believe the first 400 combo is quite easy in comparison to the rest of the map. So players should not be dropping in this part at all, and we do
But Nurend finds a miss.
Uh-oh. And A-40 gonna see, because we'll be onto the break, and Nurend see
Oh,
he's accessing
onto
as
the
well.
break. That is an insane break.
Yeah, alright. Right after this, we have a little bit of gimmick where players have to memorize. Wait, no, we will be on to the first stream first.
Alright, A-40
Right.
drops the SS. The
With
nerves
both sides
creeping
also
in,
into
maybe.
200.
And A-40 misses.
Oh, I
Onto the stream section.
Nurend dropped so many 100s on the Moino. Oh,
But he's still holding.
Oh my god.
That's all he has to do to take this back, is hold on to this combo. And that's what he's doing at the moment.
Okay, mind block action after the spot. Here comes the mind block action.
He's hit it.
Both sides hit it. Both sides hit it.
But the score lead has not gone back all the way to Nurend. It's stabilized about 100 and he misses.
Oh. He's contested. Uh-oh. Oh, this might be a disaster for Nurend. It's all gonna be the last part of the end, and we might be experiencing the unravel of the end on unravel. Could it be A-40 to take the final win of this match?
But he misses. He misses. I don't know if there's enough time to... The score lead's down. It's shrinking, but how fast?
Oh my
6,000.
god, it's all come down to the fastest scroll speed of the map. It's all coming to the cup.
7,000, it's growing at A-40's lead. But Nurend now! He picks up more misses. Surely that's it for A-40. Surely all he has to do now is hold. But he also misses. There's not enough time. I don't think there's enough time.
There is, because the score we won, but it's still at the end.
There's still time. There's still time.
Oh my god, it all comes down to this part. It all comes down to the slow section.
Is there enough time left? Everybody watching 14,013.
It's going
11,
down. It's so
10, 9, 8, 7, A-40 will hold on.
And that's GG. Well played to both sides. Unravel will be the end of this tournament, and A-40 will be securing the final points. GG, well played. That ending sessions is not long enough for Nurend to take back the lead at 7-4. And what an amazing match by these two players.
Wow. That was incredible. What an ending to the tournament. Oh, A-40 justly, and I don't think anybody would disagree, a well-deserving winner. That was amazing from them. Congratulations to A-40 for winning. Nurend will finish second, but A-40 will win the Renaissance Cup. And A-40 is your European champion. But there is a tiebreaker showcase that is happening, so don't go anywhere just yet. We'll see what these two monsters can do on a tiebreaker.
Yep. And it's also events your time to talk about this tournament.
It is. My god, wow. Obviously there'll be an announcement, with some messages and congratulations. This tournament was an interesting one for me, I'll be honest. So I don't know how much people were actually aware of this, but qualifiers almost had to be delayed or expanded a week, because we were really struggling for refs on that first weekend, and that was something that was insanely stressful. And then when I tried to do the showcase and results the following day, there's many tech issues, and so at the start of the tournament, I think the Tuesday, I actually had, I was obviously dealing with a lot of personal stuff I won't go into, but I, for lack of a better term, had an emotional breakdown. I had a mental breakdown because I was so stressed, and I was going to cancel the tournament on Tuesday after qualifiers because I just couldn't run it. But there are everybody who helped with this tournament and did anything, even if it was just one match, giving feedback on one map, or just being there and watching and supporting, is what gave me the ability to actually finish running this tournament. There are a few people in particular I need to thank, and there were several moments in the tournament that I'm incredibly grateful for. There was Ender, for example. When Ender, I said I didn't feel well, and Ender ran, was like, all right, I'm going to stream pretty much every match that first weekend. Yeah, that made me cry a little bit. And, yeah. Tycho Mum and GT coming in and helping and giving all their support in terms of streaming. GT, who just gave me a TOC overlay for the showcases. Zemp, who is refereeing this match and has been one of the standout refs for this tournament, doing so much, including getting up at god-awful times to do matches. And Yongin and his incredible team. I mean, I am so grateful that people have enjoyed this tournament. And pretty much all of that, I think, has been thanks to Yongin and the incredible team that he was able to pull, and Zach, of course. Sorry, I'm not forgetting Zach. But Yongin came to me when I asked him to pull and was like, "Can I bring some people in for like mappers and testers?" And I thought he was going to bring in one or two like people, and instead he brought like pretty much everybody that is part of the testing and mapping team. He brought in with him and really brought like his the A team. I mean, they pretty much made the tournament as fun as it's been and as enjoyable as it's been. And yeah, I'm really beyond grateful for everything any staff member has contributed to this tournament. It started off really awfully, I'm going to be honest. I really hated the start of this tournament. But it has only gotten better since then, and yeah, I have enjoyed this tournament so incredibly much, and I'm incredible to be doing it again. Well, we will be doing it again in the future, or other tournaments in the future, but yeah, for now I'm just happy that this is done, and I and many others who worked very hard on this tournament can take a very well-deserved break. And,
yes,
yeah.
I get the most money. I am
get
the
the most
richest in the
money.
entire Ethan's title space.
Speaking of that, I do need to thank Zap for donating an actual like insane amount of money to the tournament. Like, stop, stop! I had to tell him to stop. I was in his DMs like, "Alright, bro, take care of your finances. Stop donating," because he just kept giving me an insane amount of money. But I have given a few people that I think really deserved a reward and made this tournament as incredible as it is a reward. I think is justified for them. But yeah, I mean, congratulations to all the players as well. There have been some truly amazing performances in this tournament. The sort of one of the first ones that come to mind is Eloise, who really proved her stuff as I would say a worthy rival to definitely Spanner Dude and certainly maybe even Botched. So that'll be fun for TWC in a short amount of time. But yeah, what a tournament it's been. Youngin, do you have any closing words?
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot of like really good Smash I watched. Like I said before about a lot of pulling stuff, and I'm happy about a lot of how a lot of the picks turns out. And yeah, A-40 just leave the lobby, very happy that he won the tournament properly, and GG well played for both sides. Nurend missing right at the end, 900k this TV, absolutely crazy play from Nurend.
Yeah, that is an insane play from Nurend. and the entire lobby in client is broken, lol.
Yeah. Anyway,
But yeah.
thanks for everyone for playing this tournament. Thanks for match and ref and stream. And yeah, like I mentioned, the TV is kind of like no 1-2, no 1-6 combined. It's like the most Nurend map ever. If everyone's saw the spreadsheets of the caster sheets. But yeah, a lot of close match. I'm gonna say kind of surprised me. A lot of like Dragon Max match. I think the Dragon Max Gundam. Arjun never on the first weekend as well, and Botch and Nurend on third weekend, and even Dragon Max and Nurend as well. Dragon Max and Botch as well, and the final last weekend we got Eloise and Dragon Max. I mean, all of the matches has been fantastic, and especially this one and also third place match are all fantastic. But once again, congratulations for A-40 for winning the entire tournament, and thanks for congratulations to Nurend for taking the second place. Tried quite a bit on this pool, I do assume. I definitely did have to see quite a bit of Flash as well, which I'm happy to see. And I apologize for Ambiscus. I talked to Ambiscus about, I was like, dude, it's either gonna be me or your map gets banned for both match, and he's like, nah, we got Nurend banning Flash. Like, wait, 2? Eloise making full 2? That means no game ban? No, and Wolfer still gets banned. And Flash still got banned on the first match, so it was very funny. But yeah, of course, one big congratulations to Eloise as well. Very surprising third place, and I am very grateful for your performance as well. GG welcome to both sides on this match. So yeah.
Yeah, and I guess that is it for the last time. Renaissance Cup will be signing off. I won't be doing a tournament for a little while. I want to watch and well, at least watch TWC, and after that, UK Bros, fear not, will be a UK tournament, but I will return to hosting at some point in the future. But for now, that is all. And yeah, we'll see you all in the future. Farewell.